Bart managed to join the ladies' club with a couple of senior girls wearing homemade masks. They were secretly fighting against male power in Springfield. They poured pink paint on the men's bodies and transformed the donut sculpture into a female figure. A few days ago, the boys' favorite cartoon was turned into a girl's version. This caused resentment in the boys' hearts. They made a pact not to watch it, but Bart secretly violated this agreement.
And open.
Lisa uploaded the video of Bart peeking. The boys surrounded him in the school.
Get him!
Bart was on the run, but he was cornered. Bart had to hide in the girls' restroom. There were 3 6th grade girls. They developed a great hostility towards Bart. At this moment, the pink paint rolled down to Bart's feet. The girls said it was for spraying the principal's office. Bart was intrigued by the prank and devised a strategy for the girls.
Whoa, homemade prank masks. The knit is on.
They used a blower to paint the principal's office pink. Bart became their lookout. The girl wrote down their wishes. The principal was terrified when he saw it. He immediately fulfilled the girl's wish. The girls are very satisfied with this operation. Bart wanted to join them. They tested Bart. They asked Bart to steal the principal's cell phone.
Work or personal?
The girls were very happy with Bart.
Poured beer from the treehouse, and all of it ended up in Homer's mouth. Then he spun the beer bottle, and the next second it pointed at a girl. When the girl saw Milhouse's mouth, she dodged immediately. At that moment, Homer climbed up the treehouse to check what was going on.
Ew, I kissed that sad weird kid!
Upon seeing the empty beer bottle on the ground, Homer angrily lunged at Bart, but Marge quickly stopped him. In family court, Homer stated that his first love was not Marge. He then told everyone the truth. When he was 10 years old, he worked as a dishwasher at a summer camp. He found a set of braces left behind by a customer and promptly returned them via the conveyor belt. The two developed an interest in each other and agreed on a place to meet next time. Homer immediately showed off to his friends, and for safety, Carl lent him his switchblade.
I see the switch, but where's the blade? Ow! Found it. Good night, Patch, but I've got a date tonight.
Oh, don't worry, chicks love that kind of thing. Patches, scars, stumps.
Meanwhile, Marge was using an iron to straighten her hair, but accidentally burned it, so she waited at the meeting spot with her brown hair. Homer soon arrived by boat. To break the awkwardness, Marge took the initiative to kiss him, and the two quickly fell in love. Homer gave Marge a heart-shaped stone and made plans to meet again. However, Homer accidentally fell off a cliff. When he woke up, he was mistaken for an escapee from a weight loss camp and was forced to stay there to lose weight. Marge waited for Homer for a long time, but he never showed up. She tried calling him, only to find out that he had given her a fake name. Feeling deceived, Marge threw away the token of their love from Homer and left the summer camp right away. When Homer finally arrived, Marge had already gone. After explaining everything, Homer begged Marge to forgive him for what happened back then, but Marge had been too deeply hurt.
What about now?
No, Homer.
What about now?
No.
Controls the robot to smash beer bottles. As soon as he leaves, Homer comes out from inside. He feels bad about the wasted beer, so he lies on the ground and drinks it all up. Bart takes the robot to participate in a robot competition. Homer has no choice but to leave a note to create an alibi. His opponent is a cutting machine. As soon as the competition starts, the cutting machine cuts Homer's arm. Homer cries out in pain and drops the hammer. But for Bart's sake, he endures the pain and reaches his hand back in. The cutting machine then launches a deadly attack. This time, Homer grips it with full force and pushes back. He successfully wins the competition. Bart describes the competition details to the family. Lisa notices that Dad is covered in injuries. Homer just says it was from dog bites. In the subsequent competitions, Homer also takes quite a beating, but he directly smashes his opponent's controller and wins the match. He even faces off against a handgun. Fortunately, he directly seizes the opponent's weapon. Bart watches the robot win consecutive victories and excitedly hugs Homer, but he can't handle so much affection right now. Bart hopes Homer can come watch the final competition.
I don't think so, son. But on the other hand, I may be closer than you think.
In the finals, Homer will face off against a heavy mech. Its entrance is extraordinary, and its destructive power is even more formidable. Bart is full of confidence, but Homer is terrified. After the two of them finish watching the opponent's video, Homer decides to tell the truth, but the children arrive home at that moment. They all admire Bart's robot. Looking at the children's expectant eyes, Homer has no choice but to lie and claim he gave the machine new upgrades.
And if anything happens to me, I want you bullies to take care of my...
Bowling with the other moms, only to realize there wasn't a single man in the building. Even Moe's Tavern and the baseball stadium were completely empty. Turns out Springfield was hosting a fighting championship, and every man in town was there cheering. Even the kids had shown up. Homer brought Bart along, and the two of them were bonding over the action. Soon, the kids started hosting their own fights at school. This time, it was Bart versus Nelson. Marge came to pick Lisa up after school but got drawn in by the noise. She walked in just in time to see Bart choking out Nelson, with Homer cheering him on from the sidelines. Marge was horrified. She told Homer to cut it out and made it her mission to shut down the tournament altogether. Marge invited the other moms over to watch footage of the fights and pitched her idea to shut the whole thing down. Everyone agreed. Bart got Homer to help protest, but Homer was easily bribed with cake. So at the stadium entrance, a small group of moms stood outside protesting the event. Marge decided to take it one step further. She stormed inside to make a public statement. Marge marched straight into the ring and grabbed the mic to speak out against the tournament. The host of the event made an offer he'd shut the whole thing down if Marge could beat him in a fight. That fired Marge up, and she accepted the challenge to talk her out of it on the ride home. But Marge was determined. She would train and she would win. Turns out Marge was pretty tough. At Carl's suggestion, Homer started helping her with real training. Still, Marge was clearly outmatched. Luckily, Mr. Burns, her opponent, was even weaker, but then the tournament host showed up just to mock her, which pushed them to train even harder. Finally, the big day arrived. Everyone in town showed up to see the showdown. Right as the match began, the host sucker punched Marge. Bart couldn't stand it. He jumped into the ring to help, but the host knocked him aside. That sent Marge into a rage. She absolutely destroyed the host. Even when he tried to sneak in a cheap shot after surrendering, it didn't work. Marge walked away victorious, and finally got the outcome she wanted.